Farmers' Pension Scheme and the Social Security Benefit Scheme brought under the Ministry of Finance as per a cabinet decision. Farmers' Pension Scheme delayed from October 2011. The Farmers' Pension Scheme is always said to happen tomorrow. When will the government provide a solution? When will the hopes of the Farmers' Pension Scheme recipients be fulfilled?
A ceremony was held in Ahungala today to welcome the team of chefs from Sri Lanka who registered victory in the Culinary Olympics in Germany.
9 chefs from Sri Lanka competed in the Culinary Olympics, which is held every 4 years. Team Sri Lanka, captained by Chef Dimut Kumarasinghe, excelled at the 23rd Culinary Olympics held in Germany recently. A ceremony was held today to felicitate the team on their achievements.
Sri Lanka national team
As a Sri Lankan national team, we won 15 gold, 14 silver and 1 bronze medal to clinch a massive victory. Although we won these gold, silver and bronze medals, we will never forget our beginnings.
Starting off with some cricket news, Sri Lanka lost 3 early wickets in quick succession on the second day of the second test against New Zealand at the P-3 Oval in Colombo today. Meanwhile, the Englishmen comfortably won the second test against India with 10 wickets in hand.
New Zealand, who resumed day 2 on an overnight first innings score of 223 for 2, were bundled out for 412 runs today. Overnight batsmen Ross Taylor and Kane Williamson scored centuries to share a third wicket partnership of 262 runs. Rangana Herath was the chief destroyer for Sri Lanka, claiming 6 wickets for 103 runs.
Sidearm, and he's given him.
In reply, Sri Lanka were 43 for the loss of 3 at stumps. Tim Southee and Trent Bolt shared the wickets of T.M. Dilshan, Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene in just 6 overs.
Oh, it's a good leave.
Over at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, England tied the Test series against India 1-1 after a comprehensive 10-wicket victory on the 5th and final day of the second Test today. The Englishmen chased down a target of 57 runs after the Indians were restricted to a second innings score of 142 runs. The match saw Monty Panesar picking up 11 wickets and Graham Swan yielding 8 wickets overall.
You could almost put this down as one of the best Test victories.
Meanwhile, the match played between Australia and South Africa was drawn at the Adelaide Oval today.
Well, the 3-member committee appointed by the Ministry of Sports to inquire about the legality of granting television broadcasting rights of Sri Lanka cricket to the Carlton Sports Network handed over its report to the Sports Minister today. The report was handed over by the chairman of the 3-member committee, Dhammika Kithurgoda. This was confirmed in a communique issued by the Ministry of Sports today. On to other sports news now. Time now to take a look at the 6th edition of Sports First special segment titled Logat Report, which digs deeper into the report prepared by Harun Logat in order to develop cricket in Sri Lanka.
The 5th key issue addressed in the Logat report is the non-existent organizational culture of Sri Lanka cricket. Harun Logat points out there is an absence of sharing knowledge and information among the members of the staff. The report further states that there is a lack of trust and teamwork across the board.
ක්‍රිකට් ආයතනය තුල බෙදා හදා නොගැනීම පිළිබඳව තියෙන ගැටලුව එක ගැටලුවක් අනික එක තමයි
Information and knowledge is not shared. There is mistrust and lack of teamwork across the board. I say this as a system that has developed according to the organizational culture. This is either something that has occurred due to ignorance or something that has been done on purpose. It is hard to believe that this has occurred due to ignorance, simply because there are some intelligent people in the board. And if this is something that has happened due to ignorance, all I could say is that the entire board is inefficient. If this is something that has been done on purpose, then it is to obtain some benefit.
පුළුවන්කමක් නැහැ මොකද මේ දක්ෂ පිටසක් එතන ඉන්නවා නොදුරත්කමෙන් ඇති වුණා නම් මුළු මහත් පාලක මණ්ඩලයේම අකාර්යක්ෂමයි කියලා අපිට සඳහන් කරන්න වෙන්නේ. හිතාමතා කරපු දෙයක් නම් මෙතෙන්දී අපිට පුළුවන් ආයතු ලාභ ප්‍රයෝජන ගැනීම පිණිස වංචනිකව මේ ඇති කරපු තත්ත්වයක් කියන නිගමනයකට එළඹෙන්න.
Meanwhile, with regard to the fifth issue, the Harun Logat report points out the fact that the chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket had vouched for the transparency and accountability of all transactions at Sri Lanka Cricket during the election of office bearers.
And that's the end of our primetime news today. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Punshani Ebedisinghe.
And I'm Ramesh Rugal Bandara. Good night.